what can to be clear. Hey, make sense, man. This thing is killing your people and mine. It's from the other side. I don't know who, but I know we. The other side.
What's up, Steven? Sorry about that, and thank you guys again being so very patient with me. Unfortunately, it seems my internet is not working the way I want it to be, so I had to change the bit rate for my live stream. So hopefully that should fix it. I do show that it's going green and yellow, so at least that should help with the latency. So things like that. So again, as always, as I mentioned before, I am your host, Glenn Taylor, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things that are happening for the month of February 2018. A little bit of good news, a little bit of bad news, kind of is what it is. So everything we're going to talk about is in fact here in these scrolling sidebars about wins and losses, what I was able to add to my collection, what I was able to miss out on, but that's fine, it's out of my price range anyway. So Steven, brother, what's up, man? So everything should be on the up and up. I changed the bit rate to where it's it was at 700. I changed it to 500. So now it's going from 600 to 500 bit rate. Just slow internet. Hopefully that will change for this coming year. So the first thing I want to talk about is Toy Fair. I don't know about you, Steven, but Toy Fair I was really super excited about, because Toy Fair, normally you know how NECA has Toy Fair in the bag with all the releases. Now we have three companies. We have NECA, we have Loyal Subjects, and we also have Goodsmile Company. So I'm just really excited about that, and we'll see what we can do about showcasing what's going to happen for the month of February. So pretty much what it is that for the month of February in 2018, Toy Fair, they had the Alien versus Predator line, and you know how I was talking about the arcade version? Well, they released that with the Predators and the Aliens. Now we're finally going to be getting Lieutenant Lynn Kurosawa, Major Dutch Schaefer with the mechanical arm. So these are the concept drawings, and these are the final figures. I'm really super excited to have these two figures, and I think this is a lot easier for NECA to obtain, because even though Major Dutch Schaefer is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is more of an animated style of him, so I don't think there's any likeness rights issues or anything like that, which I don't really think that would even matter, because they already have the likeness rights for Arnold anyway, for Terminator and Predator. So I think this is just really awesome. The next thing they released or announced was the dioramas they're going to do. So the Teenage Ninja Turtles has already been released. They're just showcasing what you can do with this diorama as a both shelf and proper display for your figures. I really can't wait to get this particular diorama just so I can showcase these figures. And I don't know what the price point will be. I think more than likely it's going to be around $150 because of its size and how much plastic they're going to use. So we'll just have to wait and see about that one. But I'm just really excited and stoked about that. The other thing I have is, if you'll notice, this is the comic book Predator 1718. This is where Raphael Adolini and the Elder go up against the rest of the pirates. So they're finally announcing that figure. And this is the bio helmet in the comic book strip. And this is where he finally gets the pistol, gives Raphael Adolini a proper burial. And this is the final figure. Now, if you'll notice, the bio helmet at the upper right hand corner, that actually is the one from the comic book, but if you notice, the figure is wearing a different bio helmet. So we're getting two bio helmets with this figure. But the bio helmet that he's wearing already in this picture is incorrect. And I'll explain why. Because pretty much what it is with this bio helmet, the bio helmet is actually from a comic book called Kindred. What's up, John? So as I mentioned before, that with this particular bio helmet, I don't know what made them think this would happen, but that bio helmet actually belongs to a comic book, again, insured as Kindred. So if you'll see here, this is the bio helmet from issue 4. The cover was done by Igor Crowley, I believe his last name is, or pronounced. So this is a different Predator, though. This Predator is not the Elder. That's the Predator that's supposed to be wearing it. So I don't know if this is going to be where we cannot get the Kindred Predator because they already released the bio helmet for Golden Angel, or what. But this is a entirely different Predator, entirely different timeline, and you know, I don't get it. So that's just my thoughts, my opinion about the Elder. I'm excited that they finally announced him. I'm excited to get him as part of my collection. But the bio helmet I will not display with the Elder. I'll display him with the comic book as he's supposed to be. So the bio helmet will be separate. I'll keep everything in the accessories as they're supposed to be with that figure. So I'm really excited about what NECA is showing off for the 2018 Toy Fair. So I was just really excited about that. So the other thing that is coming out is from Loyal Subjects. Loyal Subjects is finally releasing Predator 2 vinyl figures. You get multiple accessories like a skull, a weapon, and you get rare chase figures. So if you'll notice here, you get the Borg, we get King Louis of all characters, the Ram, you get the unmasked Predator 2 City Hunter, and these are just awesome figures. You get the combo stick as a weapon. You now have Peter Keyes, played by Gary Busey, as a character in a 4-inch vinyl figure. You have the metallic version, a regular version. You have the Guardian. You have a different colored Ram Predator. You have each skulls going with the Predators. The sculpt on these I think is really awesome. A little cartoonish, but that's really what Loyal Subjects has been known for. I'm not personally picky about it, but I'm really excited about Loyal Subjects. I'm waiting for this company to release Predator figures, and this is what we're going to be getting from their line. These will release in October of this year, and there's going to be 2 different price points with these. Now if you'll notice, now you have Danny Glover. You get a gun with him, you get the holster. I really like these figures. I was very surprised when they released both Danny Glover and King Louis. Danny Glover is hard to get as far as his likeness rights, but I don't think this is an issue because it's a cartoon version. You also have now Leona. We don't have Danny. We also don't have Christopher Lambert. Not Christopher Lambert, I'm sorry. Bill Paxton, who plays Lambert. But these figures I'm just really excited for. And I can't wait to get these. So you have the metallic version of Danny Glover. I'm not sure if I like the metallic version of Danny Glover as a variant. I kind of wish they would do him in a different, I guess, face or a different pose. But those are definitely the figures from Loyal Subjects. So you have about 24, I think, in a case. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, roughly about 24. So that's just really awesome. So if you'll notice, the only way to get them is through Entertainment Earth. So if you get the case, it's $167.99. That's for the entire line of figures. Now if you want to get them randomly, they have a random 4-pack for $54.99 at Entertainment Earth, and they are at entertainmentearth.com. There's actually a link down in the description below. If you want to pre-order these right now, you can do so at entertainmentearth.com. So I'm really excited about that. So I will be getting the case to open here up on my channel just to see what kind of characters I'll get out of that case. Hopefully I'll get more than one variant. I don't know how many variants there were going to be in a case, but we'll just have to wait and see about that one. The other aspect was, again, from Goodsmile Company. So Goodsmile Company has also released some figures too, and they've done like Project Diva from Miku Hasune. They've done also figures from Evangelion. Now these are the Predator figures they released a long time ago. Good luck trying to find these because I can't even find them. This is not even in my collection. This is the Celtic Predator from Alien vs. Predator. I can't even find them anymore. But remember that Hot Toys Samurai Predator that they released from Hot Toys? Well, we're finally going to get a Figma Samurai Predator from Goodsmile Company, and this is slated for another October 2018 release as well. So I really do like Figmas. They're a little bit shorter in stature. This will be a little more affordable. I think probably a little over $100. And I'm just really excited about the sculpt. I'm not sure if they're going to paint him as the Samurai Predator from Hot Toys. It might be a different rendition, it might be a entirely different character altogether, but I'm really excited about that one. So that's just where I'm going. Yeah, I know, Steven. Especially with the case. I don't, like I said, because these are bigger. Normally you'll get, if I can find an example. If you remember the mystery minis, the sci-fi mystery minis, they're going to be a little bit bigger than that. Individually, they're going to be $13 a piece. That's usually how Loyal Subjects pricing goes for these. I could be wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now the other aspect that I want to talk about is the Predator got delayed again. So pretty much we all know about Shane Black's The Predator. They announced that it will in fact be delayed. Now they're setting it for a release date for September of 2014 of this year. So that's going to be a little bit problematic. But I'll be honest with you though, I don't have a problem with it. I look at it this way, is as long as you get it right the first time and not kind of screw up. So, oh, that's your birthday? September 14th? That's awesome, Jason. Or John. So I think, I don't know. I'm really excited about it. I'd rather Shane Black focus on the movie, get the things that are fixable to be fixed, release it properly, and not have it be just all over the place. So here's a question then, John. Are you going to go see the movie on the 14th then? Is that going to be your birthday present to yourself? My birthday is not till April the 10th. I'll be 35 years old. Ouch. So, yeah, 5 years away from being 40. I don't want to think about it. I really don't. Well, make sure you get it. Make it a huge event, John. That's all I say. Make it a huge event because you have the NECA figures coming out supposedly in August. So make sure you get yourself. Oh, really? Huh. What the hell is that happening? So I was born a little bit before you. I was born, I guess, I'm a few months older than you. But can you imagine, John? I mean, 40 years old, 5 years away from that. We gotta spend it wisely. Time flies by like that. It's gonna be ridiculous. I don't even want to know what my 40 years will be like. My son will be 12, I think. I'll be 45 when he turns 18 because he was born 2006. So just time flies by. Kids grow up. You look back in your life and you realize what you've done with it. Which is why I started this YouTube channel, because I looked at it and said, well, I'm a huge Predator fan. I have rare Predator items. I've met so many people from the movies. I gotta do a YouTube channel. It's the only way I can think of to share my experience and talk about my knowledge about it, you know. But what's really cool is the fact the Predator fan app, I know Steven's a part of it as well, and I mean, I don't know, how do you feel about it, Steven? How do you feel about 4 years away? Rails, what's up, buddy? And you're a little bit late to the game, actually. So, Rails, did you see what I was mentioning about Loyal Subjects? I'll get back to it here in a minute. But what I really want to showcase is the Predator fan app. We all know about it. I've already talked about it in my YouTube channel. And I was mentioned on one of their episodes, and I was really super stoked about it. So here's the clip from that scene. Oh, you just got off of work? Nick, what's up, man? I'm actually glad you guys are now joining me. I know that I'm a little bit late to the game, but try to. Well, here's the clip that I want to show here real quickly. I was real super excited about it. Here's the clip. Check this out. I thought it was really super cool.
Welcome, fellow hunters, to another episode of The Rundown. I'm Headhunter Tori.
And I'm Headhunter Dave. If you're looking for all the latest on Predator, hunt no further.
Today, our fan of the week is Glendon of Port St. Lucie, Florida. At PredHead218 has been collecting Predator for 25 years.
His first time watching Predator was when he was 6 years old on VHS. Check out his channel, Predator Collectibles, on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe, because this guy is the real deal.
Oh, and one more thing. Did we mention his tattoo? Yeah, it's totally badass.
Happy hunting, PredHead218.
Okay, sorry about that. I changed the settings again. So anyway, what I was saying is that everything is fluid. I got 500 kilobytes per second. I had to bump it down because right now I'm streaming at 603, 620, so it's kind of going in and out. Apologize for the, yeah, sorry about that, guys. So again, that's what I was saying. The internet is slow. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. But the other thing I was going to talk about is what I got in my collection. I'm going to showcase that off right now. And it's somewhat small things, but they're still, you got to think that small things come in big packages about how it makes you feel. I know, Rails, isn't that crazy? They actually emailed me via the fan app saying, hey, we're doing this segment called the Super Fan segment. We're going to do it, you know, once a week, once we do the show. We want you to tell us about how you found Predator, how long you've been collecting, what's in your collection, your YouTube channel. Tell us about that. And the tattoo. Love the tattoo. Love my tattoo. So I'm going to showcase what I got for my collection for the month of February. So the month of February, Rails, you already talked about this. I already put it on the fan app. But I did finally get my Predator, the animated series shirt. Absolutely love the shirt. I wish this was an animated series. I wish this was actually an animated thing, but I don't know. Nobody. I don't think there's anybody really going to watch it. Just us. I think we're probably going to be the only ones that will watch something like that. So I don't know. I love the shirt. I'll wear it as much as I can. I'm wearing. I'll actually show you. Remember the one that Tori was wearing? So I'm wearing that one right now. I figure I'd wear that. Yeah, it's all good, Nick. I mean, you don't have to necessarily have tattoos to show your devotion to a certain character. My first tattoo I got was when I was 21. I figured this is a big step. 21 years old, I can drink. I guess you're literally an adult now, even though the legal age is 18, but the drinking age is 21. It's kind of funny how that works out. But if you're in the military, according to what I understand, as long as you have a military ID, you can drink at the age of 18, as opposed to 21. You don't have to wait as long. Could be wrong. I don't know if they changed it or not. But yeah, I got my first tattoo at the age of 21, and they're really addicting. So you just gotta be careful. You get one, you're not gonna stop. I think this is about it for me for a while. I'm pretty much good on my tattoos until I get more money or more funds to do the back of my calves. I plan on getting my family crests, both Irish, Scottish, Dutch, German. I'm more likely going to just do the Scottish one and the Dutch one, or German. I haven't decided. So, it is what it is. The other thing I got, maybe something simple, but this thing has been eluding me for a while. Alien vs. Predator, number 146. This thing usually on eBay goes for a good hefty price between, I think, of like $25 to $30, sometimes even $40 depending upon the listing, but I finally got this for $8. So this completes my Dark Horse Presents Predator and Alien vs. Predator covers. So really excited to have that in my collection. I got some more mini mates. These I don't have. So I have Hanzo and the Predator Hound. I already have Isabel. I don't have Anna, but I do have Hanzo. And this is, of course, the Falconer and the Cloaked Berserker. So these I don't have. I finally got these for the month of February. What I also got, now that I completed them, and I'll be doing a review on these next week actually, are my Dorbs. So I got the Toys R Us exclusive, I got the regular one, and on the top one I have the Hot Topic exclusive 50 or 5,000 pieces Dorbs in its protective casing. Really excited about these guys. So I'll definitely be doing a review on all of these, if you can see it. The other thing I got is a limited edition film cell of Alien vs. Predator. And this is limited from 200 pieces, and this is number 2 out of 200. So I'll definitely be hanging that on my wall. And the film cells, I don't know if you can see right there. So I'm really stoked about having this in my collection. I'll have to make sure they're not broken, because there's actually on the back of it, you can see where it shines through a little bit. So you can put a light behind it to shine through the film cell. Now what I missed out on, something that I can't believe even occurred. So on eBay, which is where I mostly get the artwork from, is the Batman vs. Predator artwork that was done by Adam and Andy Kubert. So this is the original cover page. This is not for the comic book itself, it's a cover for Overstreet Price Guide. And what they did is the black and white, then you have the color that comes with it, and then you have the final product right there. This sold for a whopping $402.46. So I couldn't get that. I started bidding on it and then I lost because I don't have $400. I wish I did, otherwise it would be in my collection. The other thing that I missed out on was, again referring back to Predator 1718, is the page 1 from that same comic book, and this is done, if you notice at the image, Heritage Auctions, heritageauctions.com. So that was the only page that they were showcasing, but guess how much it sold for? Can anybody guess? It sold for a whopping $956. $956, man. Yeah, Rails. I wish it was 250. If it was 250, I would definitely have grabbed that in a heartbeat. But no, $956. That was the closing bid for this one page. Yeah. So I was just, I've seen the cover. If you go to Heritage or heritageauctions.com, they had the cover for Predator Hell in Hot Water. Those sold for $4,000 and $3,000 a piece for the cover. Yeah, it's definitely a piece of history, or at least it's a piece of canon history that we as fans, you know, realize and know, because that's just how we as Predator fans are. We always love these characters. We love the pieces that we do. And I'm sure you guys have already seen my original page collection as well. I have the original page from Predator Life and Death, Archie vs. Predator, Aliens vs. Predator 3 World War, Predator Primal, Aliens vs. Predator Fire and Stone. I have about over 30 pages. No Rails, what you're thinking of is Profiles in History. That's usually the most popular site to go to. That's an auction house, like an actual house for auctions. Then you have propstore.com. Jennifer, what's up? I just want to say, Jennifer, that again, thank you for that digging collection. I really appreciate it. I'll show you what Jennifer got for me. Let's see if I can get them. There you go. The 8-bit GameStop glow-in-the-dark chase from Mortal Kombat. I did, you know, showcase him on my YouTube channel. Sorry for the glare. He's in a protective case. I like Predator novels. It just usually depends on the storyline. If it's not necessarily canon or not. But I do like the novels. I'll read a novel. I still have to finish Alien vs. Predator Armageddon from Tim Levin. I really do enjoy it. As I mentioned before, as I said on my YouTube video, I do have the tattoo. So I enjoy Mortal Kombat quite a bit, actually. Especially since there's so many Predator references in Mortal Kombat, and now he's a playable character in Mortal Kombat X, as they call him, when actuality is numerical, or Roman numeral 10. You're not going to believe what I found, Jennifer. I found last night, and my phone has been blowing up, Ready Player One, Walmart exclusive, glow-in-the-dark chase. Everybody is wanting this Funko Pop. I'm not sure what I want to do with them just yet. I have a lot of offers for things that I don't have in my collection. So you have Goro and Sub-Zero Chase. Brian, what's up, man? Let me answer. So Rails asks, so I've missed out on what you said, but what is your anticipated figure coming out? An anticipated figure. I'd have to definitely say it would have to be the Loyal Subjects. It has to be the Loyal Subjects line. So for those of you who missed out, the Loyal Subjects line is what I'm currently looking at right now. I'm really excited for this, Rails. Even though they're vinyl figures, but you get so many in a case or a box. So I'll run through them again. So you got King Willie as a character. You believe in that? So we get King Willie, the Borg. We get an unmasked City Hunter. We got the Ram. We have different variations of that Ram. We get Peter Keyes, who's played by Gary Busey. We have a metallic version. We have a regular version. We have the Guardian, a different color Ram, because I guess his bio helmet and his skin's a different color. Then we have more of the front side of the metallic and the regular paint. I'm really liking the sculpts on these. These are just going to be a lot more fun to collect, and they're a little much more easier to obtain, I guess, because they're not that pricey. They're not $25. They're about $7 to $13 a piece. But you get a skull, you get a weapon. I really am anticipating these. You also now you get Danny Glover. You get Danny Glover as a metallic version. You get the regular version. So I'm really excited about Loyal Subjects. Brian, you can actually get the Loyal Subjects line. There's a pre-order. If you look down in the description below, there's a link there if you can pre-order them. The pricing is going to be, I'll show you the price range. So you got Entertainment Earth is going to be the logo, but you got the case. The case is going to run you $167.99. Just to let you know. If you want to do the 4 random pack, the random 4 pack is going to be $54.99. So all of the links for both of them, depending upon which one you want, is going to be down in the description below. And Entertainment Earth is the only one that has these for pre-order. Big Bad Toy Store, haven't seen pre-orders links yet. Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. I wish you can stand, but I know you got class. I know, Nick. See, here's the thing about collecting. I know a lot of Funko Pop collectors collect only Funko, and that's it. Just like if you were a Hot Toys collector and you collect only Hot Toys, and Hot Toys makes Predator, Funko makes Predator. It's just one of those things where if I want, and this is what I want, I'll show you. I'll be willing to get rid of this guy for a San Diego Comic-Con 2013 Predator exclusive. If there's, according to Popspedia, this is worth $100. At least that's what I was shown. I'm thinking, okay, $100. I only paid $9 for it. I know, it's crazy, Rails. But the offer that I got so far is I get a 6-inch Goro and a Sub-Zero Chase from Mortal Kombat. Those are the two that I really do want in my collection, being since I have now the Raiden 8-bit common and the glow-in-the-dark Chase. So I don't mind collecting Mortal Kombat because I have the tattoo, I have the video game, I love playing the video game because there's Predator references in it. But that San Diego Comic-Con, they made 1,008 pieces. Why 8? It's such a random number. But no one's willing to get rid of it because it's worth $300. And to me, it was just crazy. I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend $300 on a 4-inch pop. That's just nuts. Yeah, Steven, there is a Goro GameStop exclusive 6-inch Funko Pop. He looks awesome. He's got all the forearms, his head, his eyes are red. So yeah, there's a Goro Pop. I don't know if you can find him out. So I'm going to actually go back a little bit. I think the other question is I have missed out on that Hiya Toys Predator line. I'm going to try to get them for the month of April because, again, March has already been booked. So that's actually another thing I want to talk about. So my stats on YouTube is doing pretty well. So this was last month. So the average view duration on YouTube is that somebody will watch your video for 1 minute and 49 seconds and then bounce. They'll go somewhere else. But luckily, for the month of February, I wanted this to increase. And it did, actually. Not by much, but it was 2 minutes and 24 seconds for the month of February. So I'm really actually happy about that. Now what's happening for the month of March is I'm doing the review on Predator Dorbs. The Dorbs I just showcased that I got for this month. So that'll be on Wednesday, March 7th. I'll be looking at doing a Stalker NECA review of the Kenner Homage line on March the 14th. I'll be going live again on the 21st, a week early, because I'm finally going to a Comic-Con. There's Alabama Comic-Con on the 24th and 25th, so you'll see all that video footage on the 28th. So I'm really excited about that. And guys, if you want to, again, subscribe, by all means do so. Make sure when you do subscribe, you click on that bell and get notified. That way you don't miss out on anything, because I don't want you guys to miss out on the videos. That way when it uploads and posts, you'll immediately go and see it. There was a Scorpion San Diego Comic-Con figure. Oh, the Mezco figure from Storm Collectibles. I looked at Storm Collectibles. Yeah, I know. But see, wait, here's the thing. In the United States, Brian, the Hiya toys, the City Hunter, the Stalker, and a few others, they're $22. That's not including shipping, so I imagine the United Kingdom is ridiculous. So Brian says you're a 1/4 NECA figure collector and biomass collector. That's cool. Now here's another question, Brian. Do you by any chance have the prop replicas, or do you have the fan-made ones? I'm just curious. I do want... I haven't really reviewed them yet, Rails. That's why I want to get one and review them on my channel. I was going to pre-order them. The first one I was going to get was the City Hunter that was released last month. Or this month, I should say. I just haven't added it to my collection yet. But here's actually the other thing I want to mention too is I was tagged in a kind of a video, I guess, about my Funko collection. So I'll show you the clip about what I was tagged in really quickly.
Next one I'd like to shout out would be Predator Collectibles. Now, I haven't been subscribed to this YouTuber for the longest time, but I have watched his content. He's got some really great content, and the only reason why I found out about him was because of Ethan finds out. Go ahead and check him out. He has some great content. He does a lot of collectibles, and he goes into some great detail about some of the videos that he does as well. Show him some support, guys. Like I said, tell him that I sent you his way as well. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and share, like, comment on his videos, and he does respond to them, and he does appreciate the support as well.
So I want to appreciate Still Effects for doing that for me, based upon that tag. So pretty much what it was that he asked or answered 10 questions about Funko Pop and Funko Pop collections. So that's cool, Brian. So you have the Sideshow Collectibles prop replicas. That's awesome. So pretty much the questions that were asked of me are, I'll go ahead and do them right now because I do have everything laid out here. So the first question I have is, what was your very first Funko Pop? And my very first Funko Pop obviously would have to be this guy. The very first regular Predator Funko Pop. I didn't actually hear about Funko until this guy was up for pre-order. And I actually have 3 of him. This one I got open because obviously why would you want to have 3 opened Funko Pops? And I just really want a San Diego Comic-Con one. But I think I have Hikaris, I have the Pint-Sized Heroes, I have the Mystery Minis, I have the Dorbs, I have almost every Funko Predator product that they've released so far. So the other question that was asked of me was, how many Funko Pops do you own? It's actually kind of funny. I only have 17. I only have 17 Funko Pops. And it's kind of interesting because the 7 that I have are the ones that I want. The 10 I don't want. I have 10 Funko Pops that I don't want. 3 of them out of the 10 are already going to somebody to get that Predator chase from GameStop. So Rails, you're getting the Hiya Toys Elder just because he's an elder? What I really like about Hiya Toys is the fact that you get the stand, you get accessories, you get the hands. That's cool. And see, I think, Nick, that a lot of fandoms, you get immediately what you like the most. So if your case is like Boba Fett from Star Wars, mine's Predator. I mean, I have, you know, Mortal Kombat, I have Annabelle, I have Pennywise from It, I have the John Wick Chapter 2 Chase, I have Donnie Darko Adorbs, which I'm going to get rid of. I have the Nemesis from Resident Evil. I have the Hulk. That's true, Rails. Well, I mean, you gotta understand too, because the what was it? The Elder was based off of the original suit. I mean, that technically he is a P1. He's just different colors, a lot older. I said that too when I was younger, but my dad didn't believe it. No, you can't go wrong with the Elder. Can't go wrong with the Elder Greyback at all. So the next question I have is, what's your favorite fandom to collect? Predator. Duh. Next. Next question is, what's your favorite Funko Pop made? That actually, to me, is a very good question. So my favorite Funko Pop out of that line is... Sorry. Is this one. This is my favorite one. The Specialty Series Masked Predator. I think Funko should have done this one first and then done the regular one. So this is the way it should have been. This one should have been the next one. Should have been, sorry, this should be the first one. So this will be the first one, this will be the next one. But they did it backwards. So, and it is what it is. But yeah, this one has to be my favorite one that they made so far. So let's see. I think the next question out of that tag that I was tagged in is... Nope, not that one. What's the worst Funko Pop or line made? The worst one made? The worst Funko Pop line made. I don't know. There's so many. I'd probably have to go with the WWE, the wrestling Funko Pops. I don't watch wrestling. I got out of it when The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, they all went their separate ways and they're no longer part of the Wrestling Federation. That's another thing too. They changed it from WWF to being a legitimate Federation Sports thing to being WW Entertainment. I just think the wrestling Funko Pops are just not exciting to me. The other ones I don't like are the NFL Funko Pops, but I see why they did it, because there's a lot of football fans and you get different players. I can see the reason for that, but I just don't like the wrestling ones. They're not the worst. I've seen worse other ones. What pred is that, Rails? They don't have riders like the football team, the riders. Legion of Doom. Like the Black Manta. Everyone says they don't like the Black Manta. See, the Macho Man I like. I think Macho Man and the Hulk Hogan, I think those were great pops as wrestling fans. You see, but a lot of wrestling fans... Yeah, the Funko rides. Or pop rides as I call them. They don't have any pop rides. I like the Ghost Rider Funko Pop ride on his motorcycle. The PS exclusive. I like that one. The Night King one is awesome with the dragon. The Ice Dragon. I don't know. I like that one. Or that's the white. I'm thinking of Game of Thrones. I don't know. I really want the dragon. I think the dragon is pretty cool, but I'm not gonna get him. There's too many Funko Pops that I need to get rid of already. 10 is just too much for me. So let's see. Let me see what other questions they have for me. I think the next one. What 3 line of Pops would you like to be made? I think for me, it's alright, Rails. 3 lines I want to see made. I want to see Tales from the Crypt. No, I'm sorry, Brian. I'm not an Aliens fan. I am strictly a 100% Predator fan. Have been and always will be. I think Rails and Steven already know that. But I really want to see, if as a horror fan, because I do like horror, I do want to see the Crypt Keeper from Tales of the Crypt. That's my all-time favorite TV show. I would stay up late and watch it all the time. I have an autograph from John, who plays the voice of the Crypt Keeper. I forgot his name. Yeah, I would love to see a Crypt Keeper Funko Pop. I think that'd be awesome. Being since you have the skull, like they did with the Ghost Rider, I would love to definitely see. What's up, David? Let's see, Tales from the Crypt. I'd love to see Lost Boys, the vampire horror 1980s flick. It was, to me, it wasn't really that of a horror movie, but it was awesome still with. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too, Nick. So WCW, ECW, they're gone. Now you got UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championships. You don't even have WCW anymore. WWF is where it's at, man. Yeah, John. It is John Kassir. You're right. So, yeah, John Kassir, I met him at Retro Monster Party, I think it was the name of the event, in Arizona. He was there. I got his autograph. I have a copy. This is a reprint. It's a reprint of the 1950s Tales of the Crypt copy of his origin story, where his dad was a circus freak and his mom was the mummy, and he was born out of those two. They actually made an episode of that, of his origin story. I thought it was pretty neat. Split Second of the River, Howard. No, I don't think I've seen that one, Rails. That is out of left field. But let's see. So that's 2 lines. Lost Boys, Tales from the Crypt. 3rd line. I don't really have a 3rd line. Yeah, I think I'm just going to 2. Lost Boys and... Oh, wait, no. The 3rd one that was mentioned was Pumpkinhead. I definitely want to see a Pumpkinhead 6-inch Funko Pop. That would be awesome. I would love to see a 6-inch Pumpkinhead Funko Pop. And actually, it should be arriving to my home here very soon. They just released a Pumpkinhead comic book, and I have issue number 1 coming to me. I don't know, Night of the Creeps, David. I see the variety that you can do with Funko Pops in Night of the Creeps, because there's so many different characters, like the Porcupine Woman and a few others. Puppet Master would be awesome. I would love to see Blade, the white fedora wearing puppet. I would love to see Blade, the 6-armed shooter. I don't know. Can they do that? A Stan Winston mini piece with it? I don't know if Matt would allow that. You know, Matt Winston, his son. That'd be cool. You know what? Here's another line I want them to do. So technically there's 4 lines. I want them to do an artist Funko Pop of Stan Winston, Rick Baker, Steve Johnson, the makeup effects artists, because they already have Bob Ross as an artist. Technically, he is an artist. They already have Bob Ross. I want to see definitely Stan Winston, and artists like that. Yeah, Blade is just an awesome puppet out of the entire whole Puppet Master line. I mean, you also have the Jester woman that changes her emotional reactions, and then you have the big guy, you have the drill head. But Blade was by all times my favorite. He had a hook and a blade knife for his weapons. He had a very cool look to him, a trench coat and a fedora. It's sick looking. Let's see. I think that's going to probably happen, John. A John McClane Die Hard Funko Pop. I'm pretty sure that will probably happen. Stan Lee. There's so many Funko Pops of him. I love Stan Lee. I met him twice. I'm sorry you couldn't stay, Steven. Have pizza, enjoy. But I think the next question is... Let me see if I missed any. Yeah, here's another one. What's the most valuable pop you own? That was number 6. I kind of skipped one. So the most valuable pop that I own. What's up, Matthias? Felix? Tomas? The most valuable Funko Pop I own. He actually dropped in price, believe it or not. He dropped from $75. Now he's down worth only $42. But I have the Gemini Collectibles clear translucent Predator. So this is not the battle damaged one. This is not the Hot Topic exclusive. This is the Gemini Collectibles rare one. Now if you want them on eBay, you'll probably have to fork out between about $180 for him, but this is the one I got. I paid only $25 for him. And this is the Hot Topic exclusive one. So this is the battle damaged one. I know it's very hard to see in the... Let's see. And backwards. Sorry. So this is going to be Gemini Collectibles, clear coat, and Hot Topic exclusive. So battle damaged, not battle damaged. And this one is the most expensive one. Or I'm sorry, this one is. Yeah, Rails, that's the only one I'm missing. Well, I don't have him in my collection yet, but I did do a trade with a guy that I met. He has a lot of Funko Pops, and he has the glow-in-the-dark GameStop 8-bit Predator Chase, the white one. He's willing to let that one go and give it to me, and that's the only one that I'm missing is the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con, and no one is willing to get rid of him. Nobody wants to depart with him. So I'm stuck with probably not getting that one. But like I said, if I can get them for this, the Walmart glow-in-the-dark chase, this is going to be hard to find because Walmart sucks when it comes to Funko Pops. If someone's willing to let it go, I'll give this away for the San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive. But I haven't gotten that offer yet. I appreciate it, Rails. But if you want, the only way you're going to get them is if you're willing to spec, $100 and $200. Hopefully, when my money comes up better, I'll hopefully be able to buy them just to get it over with. I don't want to spend that money. But here's what I'm willing to do, Rails. If you can find a guy willing to part with it, if he's not wanting the money, I'll be willing to let go of an original comic book page that's valued at $200 for that Funko Pop. And it's from Predator Life and Death. I'll be willing to let go of one page, because I have 4 pages from Predator Life and Death. I'll be willing to let go of one of them for that pop. But see, that's crazy to me, because it was 1,008 pieces from the Funko Pop, and that page is the only one that exists in the entire world. Isn't that crazy? I'm willing to let go of that one page for something that was mass produced or limited produced. It is what it is. I think the other question, let me see what other questions he had for me. Answer that one. There we go. Yeah, what's the best and worst stores to find Funko Pops? I think for me, the worst store is Walmart. But I think that changed from last night. I literally found that Funko Pop, the Ready Player One, last night while I was grocery shopping. And now my phone is blowing up. Because everybody wants it. I think there's already now, I think, 2 or 3 other people that found them. But Walmart used to be, or it still kind of is, the worst store. I think mainly because you have limited Funko Pop lines. Yeah, I'll definitely personal message you, Rails, and I appreciate that. I even offered that page on the Funko Pop fan page. Nobody bite on it. That's surprising to me. I'm like, really? You don't want original comic book page? I'm like, no, I only collect Funko. I only collect Funko Pops. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let's see, there's Walmart's the worst one. The best one for me here locally is FYE. FYE to me is the best Funko Pop shopping experience because they have this entire wall of Funko Pops. But it's the same thing over and over again. They have so many New York Comic Con exclusives, the twin sets. Toys R Us is okay. It's just I can't find any chases. And the only reason I shop for the chases is so I can get the San Diego Comic Con 2013 exclusive. That's the only one I want. That's the only one I really need. I'm starting to get into the Mortal Kombat line now that Mortal Kombat has been released. But yeah, FYE is closer to me. Toys R Us is about an hour and a half, or I'm sorry, 45 minutes to an hour away from me, so I can't always go to Toys R Us. FYE is more of a 15-minute, 20-minute drive. So FYE is one for me. That's the best. But all they have is Reptar, Nickelodeon, wrestling, you know, stuff I don't even collect. 10 years? You haven't had an FYE near you in 10 plus years. I'm sorry. Because here's the other cool thing about FYE. They have the 6-inch Predator Titan figures. Actually, let me go ahead and get those real quick. I'll show you what they are. Be right back.
Killing what can't be killed. Hey, make sense, man. This thing is killing your people and mine. It's from the other side. I don't know who he is, but I know we the other side. Payback. Can't see the eyes of the demon until him come calling. This is Dreadman, truly great.
I couldn't find him. I think I got him stashed somewhere. But pretty much what it is that Titan has an FYE exclusive 6-inch thermal scar, wolf mask, and the unmasked scar. There's 3 of those, so you can only get them in FYE. I don't know if you can get them online or not, but I got all those 3. Yeah. You should see my closet, Rails. It's ridiculous. I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you. Of all the boxes that I have. My mom and dad are not happy. And that's another thing too, I'm sad. I'm 35 years old, still living with mom and dad. That's gonna change. They're vinyl figures. So they're kind of like, you know, this, only they're 10 times bigger. Hey, Wolf. Glad you make it. You missed out on a lot of cool things. Talked about Toy Fair. And I'll actually show you really quickly what we're talking about here. So Toy Fair happened. Yeah, Static posed. But what's really cool about the Wolf is he has two cannons on him. So the cannons are not articulate, but they're there. So they are sculpted on the back of the figure. They're not painted or anything. They're actually a part of the figure. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see. Let me see what other questions you asked. There you go. What's the best and worst subscription boxes? The best subscription box for me would have to be Loot Crate. Loot Crate was sick. This was March 2016 versus Crate. So you had the Alien versus Predator. So I definitely got that. And then you had Primal for last year, 2017. So this is the first time Loot Crate I got the Core Procs. I got the Core Crate, the DX, and I also got the Wearable. Loot Crate definitely has knocked it out of the park for subscription boxes. So I think because I got the Loot Crate, DX, and Rails, you actually told me about that, but I already ordered it, but you spoiled it for me by the time it got here. It was Loot Crate exclusive Jungle Demon, even though it's not really an exclusive. But I did get the Core Crate, and I got the Wearable t-shirt. So that definitely was by far the best subscription box out of anything for the 30th anniversary of Predator last year. That was really, really awesome. The worst one, I'd have to say, was Nerd Block. I was really disappointed. I ordered... It's alright, man. So when it came down to Nerd Block, they had in February of 2006... No, it's February 2017, I think. Let me double check the Facebook post. The Facebook post indicated to us there was going to be... Yeah, January 2017. So February Sci-Fi and Blog theme was the Hunters. You get 4 exclusives from Predator, Alien, and Supernatural stuff. So that's what I got. I ordered it. And the next thing I know, when I get the box, it had a Hellboy companion, which I liked, that I kept, a Supernatural belt, a t-shirt, and I think the Slimer edible vinyl thing, where I guess Slimer looks like Jello. There was not a Predator item in it at all. I was really disappointed. So I'd have to say Nerd Block would probably be the worst one. And it's sad because they had the comic block, they had the arcade block, the horror block. The horror block I liked a lot, but they went out of business. Nerd Block is no more. And they changed the Sci-Fi block to the Sci-Fan block. So that's another thing too. I mean, Nerd Block I think was really cool. That's a good question, Wolf. What's your best and worst Alien and Predator figures in your collection? The best... Well, I don't have any aliens. Sorry. I'm only a Predator collector. Best Predator figure. It'd have to be my Hot Toys City Hunter 2.0 version. That was my first Hot Toys action figure, 1/6 scale. That has to be my best one. And then it's kind of funny because after I got the City Hunter 2.0 version of Hot Toys, I got the Elder from the same movie. I got the Elder 2.0 version from Amazing Arizona Comic Con for $175. I was like, it's sold, because it normally goes for around $260. It's like, for $175, done. But the worst figure, That's a good question. The worst figure. Okay, so it's not a figure, it's more of a statue. The worst statue that I got was from Eagle Moss. You may have seen it on my YouTube channel, but there is the Predator 1 statue that they did. It was the very first one they made. And I think this paint job was awesome, awful. Oh my god, it's so awful. There was clumps of paint on the tusks. It was so horrible, and he came damaged to me. So Rails asks, which figure do you have the most of, as in quantity or multiples? Most of. The NECA figures. As far as a figure, hey Willis. Yeah, the Batmobiles I think are awesome. I don't collect Batman, only because there's so much to collect in Batman. When you talk about 75 years of one character, no way. And Star Wars is even worse. Star Wars, you only have 40 years of Star Wars, and Star Wars is the most saturated market out there. I can't collect everything Star Wars. But yeah, NECA figures are the one. I don't have a one figure that I have multiple of, other than I think I got like 4 of this guy. I have 3 in a box and 1 out of the box. I have 3 of the video game Predator appearance. Adam West is definitely a cool Batman. He got to rest his soul. It's unfortunate he passed away. It's actually funny, Rails. I'm just now mentioning that Randy Falk from NECA, he just says they broke the 100 number in quantity for Predator figures. Over 100. Welcome back, Steven. I didn't think you were going to come back, but I appreciate you stopping by, though. Welcome back, brother. Let's see. What was my other... Let me see what other questions I had. Oh, the other thing I was going to say about the Nerd Block, I got sidetracked, sorry. Nerd Block had the Sci-Fi Block November 2016 Vinimate. This is the Sci-Fi exclusive block. So this is the only max version you can get. And then I have it here. Took a picture of it. Really looks awesome. I really like it a lot. And the last question is, what is your top grail that you want? Well, I said it throughout this entire live stream. The 2000 San Diego Comic-Con 2013 exclusive. I have to have it. That's the one grail that I want. Yeah, carry out is a beautiful thing. I'm going to cook eggs for dinner or have a microwavable. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? That's pretty much it. I'm glad that my live stream is working better. You have more than me, Nick. I don't have 60 NECA figures. I have... When I first started collecting NECA figures of the Predator line, I have the original 3, the classic, the Berserker, and the Falconer. I'm only saying that I know his name. I don't know if I have him or not. You missed out on my questions. That's right. I'm not going to repeat the questions. The questions mainly were, you know, what was my first Funko Pop? The questions I was asked from Rails is how many collectible figures I have, what was my best, worst one. Well, Brian, it's actually funny. The Wasp Predator is from Predator Batman Dead End. The director is Sandy Calera. I met him. He's a really awesome guy. That's the Wasp Predator. So the Predator you see in Batman Dead End, the one that Batman actually fights. And if you haven't seen it, you can look it up on YouTube. It's actually called Batman Dead End, and that's the Wasp Predator. His bio helmet is supposed to be Wasp looking, but it's silver instead. Yeah, Tracker is the one with the tusks on his mask. Yeah, it's an awesome fan flick. Now, what's interesting, Wolf, is that unfortunately with Tracker, the NECA figure, those tusks kept getting broken because they were to be slammed, packaged wrong. You could not find a very good non-damaged Tracker Predator, and if you did, you had to grab it because all the other ones were broken. It's either one tusk or both tusks were broken. It made me so mad every single time I found one. I'm like, are you kidding me? His skin is yellow. They painted his skin yellow. They just didn't paint the bio helmet yellow. I don't know if it was due to time constraints or whatnot. I know, right? You see exactly Rails? One good Tracker NECA figure. If you, it's so horrible. I appreciate it, Steven. To be quite honest with you, I'm actually going to be holding off getting action figures, only because my money is going towards other things. I gotta get out of this living arrangement that I'm in. I gotta get my own house. I have so much to display in my collection, and it's just one of those things where I gotta be an adult. My son lives in Oregon, and I have to go be a father to him. Right now I'm in Alabama, of all places. Well, you're lucky, Nick. That's a very rare find to find a good, decent Tracker that's not damaged. But don't worry, Steven, I'll let you know when I want some Predator figures. Once my income increases a little bit, I'm going to start just getting all kinds of stuff. Busts, masks. I'm going to go all out on Predator stuff. It's been a long time coming, I think. But yeah, things got to change. Because we were talking about, remember, Steven, about, you know, being 35? Things got to change. So Nick, where do you get your Predator figures from? Yeah, I think NECA figures, Wolf, they actually do kind of not stand very well. That's why I think they made the stands for NECA not finally. The Samurai Busat? Oh, the Samurai Bust. I gotta get that. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to, but it'll have to be third market. But I definitely want that Samurai Bust. And see, that's another thing too. The fact that you have these Japanese-based figures like the 1/6 scale Samurai. There's also a Japanese scroll that I'm getting from an artist. I've already put a deposit down on it. He hasn't told me that he's finished it or not, but I'm definitely getting that. And here's what I was talking about earlier. I think the fact that we're getting that guy, the fact we're getting a Samurai Predator, I have to get the Samurai Bust. That's an absolute must for me. So definitely going to get that bust. Yeah, that's another thing too. You figure you have to borrow money to get these things because they keep going up and up and up. The original Predator bust, this Jungle Hunter, sold on Sideshow Collectibles. You can archive it. I guess you look it up. It was $845. Now they're going for about $1,000, $2,000. I wouldn't go on Toy Wiz. Toy Wiz to me is too expensive. I think they definitely do fair market value. Amazon is better in my opinion. eBay has the better deal, depending upon if who lists the item respectively to where it's reasonably priced. they can sell it. And so that's another thing people don't understand when it comes to pricing anything, is you have to, yeah, they scalp. They scalp so hard. Alright, John, I'll see you later. Thank you for stopping by, man, as always. But Toy Wiz scalps so much. Oh my god, Toy Wiz. But eBay and Amazon is your two best bets. Now, thanks to Steven, I think we have a much more better option, but we'll have to wait and see. eBay usually goes between, you know, $20 to $25. So I just want to say pretty much, guys, that I'm just throwing out there. I want to thank you for pretty much sticking around with my live stream. Steven, I think that's actually awesome that you're able to do that for us. I think that's to get that kind of discount. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that guy has that many figures where he can get them at a wholesale or distribution price. Because I don't know who else would be able to find it. Let me of course showcase a few other things really quick in my collection. I'll just bring it back because I just want to let you guys see what else is in my collection, so you can see it for real. Sorry about that. So I have a lavalier mic. This is usually how I talk. I don't really use the mic on my camera. Try to be professional as I possibly can. Yeah, I'm just not reading it. So Big Bad Toy Store, and you also have Things from Another World, Toy Wiz. Big Bad Toy Store is not really bad about their pricing though. It's actually funny that because these the two figures from Toy Fair that was announced, you can pre-order them. Let me go back. Sorry. So these are not that bad price. I think they're about regularly about $22.99. And then you have these as a 2-pack. So these will be a 2-pack deal at $44.99. So that's not bad. Now the Elder though, at Big Bad Toy Store is going for $26.99. And if you want it from Entertainment Earth, it'll be $25.99. So it's literally $1 difference between Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store for that Elder. Exposure definitely is hard though for small shops, which is why I want to go to my local comic book store. Yeah, Entertainment Earth is good, but I do want to go to my local comic book store and support my local comic book store. But the prices are, you know, outside of retail. It's actually above retail because they have to make a profit off of the retail price. I'm just getting Warrior, Predator, and a few others Wolf. I'm just definitely going to stick with just that and that alone. But what I was going to showcase on my other collection, we were talking about Batman Dead End, Nick. You remember, guys, this Funko Hikari? So this is, they call it the Inferno, but Rail, Steven, and myself know that this is Big Red from Batman Dead End. 750 pieces from Funko Hikaris. So I have that in my collection. And then I also have this guy. Battle Damaged Predator, 1,000 pieces. Funko Hikari. So I have 3 Hikaris. There's this one, the Inferno, as I call it. I posted it on the fan app, Rails. I always post it on stuff like that. I'll show it again. Yeah. So Batman Dead End, like I said, they call him Inferno. I don't know why, but this is the Big Red Funko Hikari. I got him for $30. Normally he goes for around 60 or 50. And he's very tall too. I mean, look at this. This is how tall he is. Well, Rails, that's why I need you to be a subscribe, bro. I talk about this on my channel all the time. That's why I have my channel. I do have the regular one. I also do have the 1/4 scale Big Red as well too, Nick. So I have the 1/4 scale that I don't have is the Jungle Demon. They went up so much in price, the 1/4 scale Predator figures. It's ridiculous. It's not so much ridiculous that it's $20 over the original price, but you still got to figure with shipping. It's $120 now as opposed to just regular $9.99.99. And he has, I understand why, because he has the LED lights and everything in his helmet and his thing. I'm just messing with you, Rails. I know you're a subscriber. I appreciate it. I'm just busting your chops. But here's what was really cool. I didn't get this one this month. I actually got him, I think, back last year. But the Toys R Us exclusive Alien vs. Predator vinyl. And these are the clear ones. This is number 64 out of, I don't know how many they made. But yeah, this is the one I got. So I'll be reviewing that probably next month too. I'm getting to my home a brand new turntable, so I could probably turn my figures. The one I have sucks. It's like $8. Can't turn anything. And it's battery operated. I chugged it. Rails is. Nick, I don't think is. Wolf is, I think, yeah, we're pretty much, most of us are all from the Predator fan app, which I think is awesome. I mean, you guys are here to support me. Yeah, the City Hunter is something I'll wait for, because my FYE, we're talking about it, Nick, they still have him for, I think I have about 3 or 4 of him, so I'm not really worried about it. But as far as the Dutch, I don't collect Dutch as a human, only because I want to focus on Predators first. Dutch will come later. So I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this whole delayment on the movie? Because I'm really all for it. I just want to make sure they get it right the first time. I think it sucks that I have to wait another month, but I'd rather it be that than the alternative. I have a lot of mini-mates. I have a whole bag of mini-mates. And that's another thing too with mini-mates, is that you get duplicates of the same figure, even though it's in a different wave. So like wave 1, you have Blaine and the Shaman Predator. And I think in wave 3 or 4, you got another Shaman Predator with the Berserker. Like, okay, are you running out of Predators? I agree, Steven, yeah. Get it done right the first time. That's all I ask. Because the only studios that's doing it right is Marvel. DC is getting it wrong more than once. And I don't know of any other movies that I want to go watch other than Marvel. Star Wars, I saw. I don't like any of the new episodes. I liked episode 8 with, but here's the only interaction with. I liked Luke and Yoda's interaction. That was it. The rest of the movie, just, I could care less. That is the same thing with episode 7. Kylo Ren, I don't like Kylo Ren. No, 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 no. Kylo Ren can go somewhere. I was actually hoping he would die. But, eh. I don't think it's going to be a flop. Because with Shane Black, he made Iron Man 3. He wrote and directed Lethal Weapon 1 and 2. He did The Good Guys, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Awesome movies. He has yet to produce a bad movie. A lot of people say that Iron Man 3 wasn't all that great, but I enjoyed Iron Man 3. I just didn't like the not Mandalorian. The villain. I didn't like the villain. Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom I'm definitely going to see. Slender Man, I'm not going to go see. I'm not going to go see Slender Man. I don't know anything about it. I know it's a comic book, but I don't know anything about Slender Man. Magico is a figure that I have not yet added to my collection. I don't even have her as a statue. I'll be getting her shortly this year when NECA releases her finally. So Magico is sculpted by David Silva. I met him personally at Monsterpalooza. So he's a really awesome guy, down to earth. Me and him agree that without Dark Horse Comics, I don't know where Predator would be right now. Because believe it or not, and I'll actually, hopefully if I'll meet him, he'll talk about it. Mark Verheiden mentioned that he was brought in during the production of the movie when the script was being written, that Mark Verheiden told Joel Silver, the producer, how the comic book ends. And John and Jim Thomas was sitting right there in the meeting. No, you're fine. You can go on off topic, Brian. So Brian says, sorry to go off subject, but the Hot Toys Iron Man's range is so good. Iron Man as a Hot Toys figure is awesome. Same price as a regular figure, I think, if not a little bit more because of the LEDs involved. But there's so many Iron Man. There's Mark 3, Mark 47. I'm like, I can't collect all Iron Man suits. Right now, Wolf, there's not really that much going on as far as spoilers. There's pictures, if you want to look them up. But that doesn't really tell you really anything. It's just kind of funny how that goes. So there's no spoilers for Predator. 20th Century Fox will not allow it. It's actually kind of funny because Jake Busey, the son of Gary Busey, is playing, or should I say it? Nah, I'm not going to say it. But Jake is in the movie. I'm going to say that right now. Jake Busey, the son of Gary Busey, is in the movie. And he said something on the booth. It was an interview. The YouTube channel had to redo it because 20th Century Fox says, nope, you can't say that. So they had to redo it, re-edit it, and re-upload it on YouTube. Sorry, Nick. I hope that doesn't eat away your mobile minutes. But yeah, it's gonna be a long wait, but it'll be worth it. John, who was originally here, John Mason, his birthday is on September the 14th, so he's gonna make it into a huge birthday ordeal. I hope that he'll take pictures and everything. I can't wait to see those. So I think that'll be pretty awesome. I'll make it a big day out of it too. I like Mr. H, but his videos are not just about Predator. He's done Godzilla, he's done monsters, he's done, you know, stuff like that. He does explanations about the Predator Yautja culture and stuff like that. It's just, to me, his videos are not... You know, they're not necessary. You can read the comic books, you can read the novels. If you want to learn all that stuff, go and buy the material. I have a feeling it's going to be good, and I don't want it to be. I don't want any expectations at all when I go to see the movie. I really don't. I don't want to go in there thinking that I have this expectation and then my expectation is just blown out of the water and then I hate it. So, from what I know what's going to happen, I hope they'll finish it. I hope they'll follow through with everything they did or have done, because it's already in post-production. So I just hope. But anyway, that's pretty much what it is. As I mentioned before, Rails, Steven, Brian, Wolf, you guys know I'm a huge Predator fan, so I'm not going to be biased. I'll see the movie as if seeing another movie. Yes, ADI is doing the suits for the Predator film. That was announced back in 2016, I think. So yeah, ADI will be doing the suits, not Legacy Effects or K&B. It'll be ADI this time. So I think ADI does a really good job on the Predator suits. I just think with Alien vs. Predator, they did too much of expression on the face and how the mandibles went out way too wide. Because you gotta think, like, muscle and tissue jaws, my lower mandible can't go all the way down to my neck. It's not gonna happen. I want to do that. So Brian says, I wonder if people will go in cosplay to view the movie. I would totally want to see that. I'll go in cosplay. I'll buy a suit. I'll be hot, sweating balls throughout the entire 2-hour length of the movie, probably. But it'll be worth it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll stink up the place. Okay. Now you never know her real name. So Uncle Wolf. I guess we're all from the fan app. That's awesome, Nick. You have 4 masks. I have 1 mask, given to me by Scott Marshall. I love my mask. It doesn't have any dreads on it, though. You've seen it on my YouTube videos. In the background, he's usually like right here. I still have it. I still have the designs. Rob, I guess, is going through a little bit in his life, as all of us, I guess, are going through. I'm just being patient, getting the money to sculpt it out. But for any of you who are wondering, Rails and I know about this, and I'll add it right now, actually. Let's see if I can find it really quickly. Yeah, it was a surprise as a Christmas gift. I love that mask so much. But I'm looking up the image right now that Rails and I are talking about. Rob is a fantastic artist. I mean, his concepts are sick. They're so dope. I just wish hopefully I can sculpt it out and change it, because there's so many designs on it that I want. So let's see what we have here. Alright, I'm bringing it up right now. So I'm going to add it into the live stream so you guys can see it. And there you go. So that is my concept of a Predator. That'll be my suit. I want to build this suit so you have renditions of both the Wolf, you have City Hunter, you have Alien vs. Predator, Predator 2, all in one single design. And that's Rob's artwork. So if you'll notice on the side of the bio helmet where he has the hose, that's from the ancient, or you know, the older Predator from Alien vs. Predator. So you have the Wolf cannon, P1 backpack. So this will be my Predator. I can't wait to sculpt this out. This looks so sick. When Rob saw that to me, I just about lost my mind. So yeah, that'll be my suit. So gorgeous. That bio helmet is going to be a pain in the butt though. Oh, it'll be so hard to sculpt that thing. With all the fins and the lettering on it. It'll be worth it though. I doubt I'll be able to have it by the time in the movie, because it's what, February, March, so looking at about 7 months from now. Yeah, I absolutely love that concept design. Would be nice to have a suit, but I've never seen a fat Predator. People pulled it off, Nick, believe it or not. I mean, it depends how big you really are. We've had big Predators before. You just gotta hide it. Usually they hide it with a lot of armor and accessories. So a lot of people won't even see how big you are. They'll just look at the armor and the mask and the helmet that you're wearing. I really wouldn't worry about it. Steven Spanks, yeah. There's that. But here's the thing though with latex, because a lot of the suits that me and Rails are aware of from the old Hunter's Lair time frame, I don't think you guys probably would know that, but all the suits were made out of latex. Every single last bit of it, from head to toe. Was there? I'll have to go back and look. Soul Predator says there were a couple of fat Predators in the Superman and Batman versus Alien and Predator comic book. I didn't know that. Those were not the ones that were actually hunting, right? That was the one on the planet. I think that's probably the page where they're on the Predator planet. Speaking of comics, here's a good question. Do any of you have graded comic books in your collection? Or do you mostly just guys collect, you know, figures and stuff, or do you even have a couple of comics? Wolf Predator, I know you have a couple of comic books. Brian, I think you have a couple too. No, sir? I collect graded. Well, I collect the comic books first, and then I go get them graded. But I have access to one comic book grade here already. I'll show that off in my collection, being since most of you are here in my live stream. There you go. So this is 9.4 signed by Bob Layton. He is the editor of Predator vs. Magnus Robot Fighter. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare. There we go. So the signature on the bottom and a 9.4. So that's how they grade. So I have a lot of grades in my collection. Do you guys have any of these? It's actually a cardboard stand. It's a promotion for Predator. A cardboard cutout. Now I will not flip this over because I don't want to ruin it, but I do have that to show off in my collection. So I have this one and I have two others. These are all different, of course. I don't have a duplicate of this one. I think I'll have, yeah, I only have a few standee rails. I got that one. I have the Alien vs. Predator one from Mike Mignola, and there was another one I have. Yeah, actually, I highly recommend grading them, only because it protects the book. I know comic book Predator comics are not, you know, valuable, but you never know. They could be valuable. That's awesome, Nick. Where did you get that from? So the only cardboard cutout I have is the life-size Adam West Batman. So do you collect mainly Batman, or is it both Batman and Predator? Are you multitasking, Rails? Wolf, I highly recommend eBay. There's been comic books. I'll even show you a couple of listings too when I get a chance. Their starting price, 99 cents. You just pay for shipping if you win the auction. Or you can buy them now for $2, $3, depending upon what you're looking for. eBay has always been my go-to for comic books. I just won a hardcover Archie vs. Predator book for $8. For retail, it's 20 bucks. I mean, it's unwrapped, it's open, but it's a hardcover. It's not damaged. $8. eBay. The deals are out there. You just have to do research and find them. I'm constantly on eBay every single night. Ooh, Rails, you answered asked a very good question. My favorite books would have to definitely be Predator Concrete Jungle, because it's the first, obviously. It's the original, and it helped spawn the movie Predator 2. I love Predator Fire and Stone, because they gave us a new Predator icon, Ahab. You know, love Predator Fire and Stone. What else is my favorite book? Alien vs. Predator, in that order. So you got Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Duel, that sets up Alien vs. Predator War, and then Alien vs. Predator 3 World War. So I like that timeline. So I do like that timeline, and I like the Predator timeline. Yeah, Brian, eBay is so addictive on the Predator search. I'm constantly on it. Wolf, Archie vs. Predator is exactly what the title says. It's Archie versus Predator. It's just it's very comedic. It's for entertainment purposes. I wouldn't necessarily consider it serious. It's not part of a timeline. It's not canon. It's just something fun to read. But I do recommend the book. I think I have a couple of comic books over there but it'll take me a while probably to get them. They're on top of Predator Hunters, so they're stacked underneath Fire and Stone and Hunters and Life and Death. Popcorn shop. Okay. You get anything Predator related from that Popcorn shop, Nick? Oh, also, Wolf, I forgot. Be very careful about... No. Jughead... Oh, I don't want to read it. I want to spoil it. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Sorry, Steven. I'll let Wolf read the comic book. It's pretty interesting, though. Predator falls in love in Archer vs. Predator. It's kind of funny, actually. That's why I said you have to read it. It's comical. I have 2 original pages from Archer vs. Predator. I have 2 original comic book pages from that series. And Brian, you were talking about how eBay is so addictive. You have to be extremely careful. I have spent so much money on eBay just for Predator alone. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm so tempted on buying things that I find deals on. I don't even need it because I already have it in my collection, but I want to buy it again anyway. I think I got a problem. Not. Now when you say, okay, so I've gotten 5 or 6 of the NECA figures there and 4 11x17 posters. Posters as in the comic book posters or the movie posters? Hey Felix. So, the movie posters. Alright. I have all the movie posters, really. I have Predator 2, AVP. That's also a good question. My favorite shirt that I own is the one that glows in the dark. It says, "If it bleeds, we can kill it." It's a shirt that's been discontinued, but that's my favorite shirt. I try not to wear it a lot. But it has the Predator in the ending scene where he's got his hands out and the green blood splatter behind him glows in the dark. That's my favorite one. Wasn't Prey the graphic novel? Yeah. I've read that book, but to me it's just a novelization of the comic book. I prefer reading the comic because it's faster. It's the same thing. A lot of people said that about Forever Midnight. I think that's the one where they are considered as the Hish in Forever Midnight, where they supposedly rage out. I have 2 of them, but for some reason I misplaced the other one. I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about. Hold on. I'll be right back. I know I keep saying that, or I keep going on and off the camera, but I want to show off some of my collections, but I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, sorry guys. So Wolf, I do actually have a poster that will help answer your question about what Archie vs. Predator is about. Can't put my lavalier mic on. Alright. And Brian, your question was, who's your favorite Predator film or book? My favorite Predator film has to be the original one, obviously. I like Predator 2 as well, but to me Predator 2 is not a sequel, even though it has 2 in it as a, you know, sequel number, Predator 1, Predator 2. It's not a sequel. Alien vs. Predator Requiem is in fact a sequel to AVP because it picks up exactly where the story left off, where Predator 2 doesn't do that. Predator 2 is 10 years after Predator 1. So that's just, to me, it's a reboot of the first one. That's another thing too. A lot of people use reboot and remake differently. A reboot is not a remake. A remake is the same story, same characters, same everything. That's a remake. Reboot means that it's simply just another rendition and expansion of the first whatever movie is. Yeah, any more Predator items? Well, good luck, because you got a lot more way to go, Nick. And it's only from last year, November. I can see you having 200 more items. Yeah, you'll be buying more stuff. Yeah, exactly, Rails. So that's to me is rehashing of, like, for example, The Predator. A lot of people don't know this, but when they were filming Predator back in 1987, the original title was called The Hunter. Rails knows this because on the 8th draft of the script, underneath the title, and you'll notice on the behind the scenes special features of that red suit. I know. Once you get everything you have, well, that's my goal, Steven, is that once you get everything, you won't have to buy anything more. You'll be able to save money. But back to my subject though, if you watch special features behind the scenes of Predator, you notice that the clipboard actually has on it Hunter on it. So the scripts actually had the Hunter in it. So Shane Black is referring to that as an Easter egg when he's naming his movie The Predator, because originally it was called The Hunter, not just Predator. So Rails, this was the shirt that I was talking about beforehand. This is my favorite shirt. This is the one that glows in the dark. And you can probably find them on eBay, but I highly doubt it. This is my favorite shirt. And Wolf, this is Archie vs. Predator. So you got Betty and Veronica with a Predator saying, okay, enough hemming and hawing, Predikins. Who are you going to take to murder at the prom? Me or Betty? Like I said, it's just things like this that are absolutely entertaining to me. And I love it. This is actually a poster that was given to me by Rich Kosklasi. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. He signed it for me. So that's a print. The original Predator suit, Arnold Schwarzenegger has it. So Wolf was asking, has anyone ever wondered where the original Predator creature suit is right now? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger has it in his collection. He also bought the Stan Winston display of Predator for $44,000. That's in his office. So Arnold Schwarzenegger has the original Stan Winston conference room statue, and he also has the original creature suit. The original mask, however, was sold at Profiles in History. I'm not sure exactly the price, how much it sold for, but the original mask with the servos in it has already been sold. Now the other thing I wanted to show off really quickly too, Steven will be really appreciative of this. original comic book page. From Prior Life and Death. So, this is page 17 of issue 3 of Cracked Tusk. Oh, you meant the Van Damme suit? That's probably been destroyed. Well, Cracked Tusk, Lava Planet, they're the same sculpt, just different painted. So yeah, Steven, I have a lot of stuff in my collection. I think that's why with this YouTube channel, I'm able to showcase, show off things, review things. Alabama Comic-Con is going to be huge for me. I haven't been to a con in a while. Thank you, Steven. So I'm just really excited about Alabama Comic-Con. I'm doing, before I let go, because I do have to eat dinner and a few other stuff, but I'm going to do an Alabama Comic-Con giveaway. Whatever I find at the con, I'll be giving away on my YouTube channel as a giveaway. So just make sure you guys keep up the heads on that. Also, I'll be doing the regular con coverage. I have an interview scheduled for Alabama Comic-Con with an artist there that's doing a wolf painting. So I'm just really excited for the end of March. That's why I'm doing the live stream a week early, so I can get that coverage done for the end of March. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and just sign off now. I just want to appreciate you guys coming on, talking about Predator, being since that's what we're huge fans of. Yes, I did actually. I did play the Soldier Inc. or Soldiers Inc. ABB game event campaign game. I still have Predators in that game. I haven't got rid of my Predators. My favorite character has to be the original. I like the original Predator design. That's actually a good question, Steven, about am I going to stream from the con? No, unfortunately I can't. I might stream on my phone a little bit, do a live stream on that, but I won't be able to do it on my computer like how you're seeing it right now. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that before I let you go. So I'll see you guys later. Happy hunting. And if there's anything else you want to know, just leave me a comment down below. And I'll leave some links up here for other videos that I've attached to as well. But I just want to, I hope you guys will like the Alabama Comic-Con coverage, man. Now, you can't go wrong with the Jungle Hunter, but the wolf was pretty bad. I liked it when the wolf was picking up the two aliens. I thought that was pretty sweet. I love you, Steven. Take care, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.